So about the switch on off the different components, I first of all I click to active template. You can see it is going on. We have a template. You want it is a switch that controlled by the chain edge, and then it will display 5 meters worth or with the drain. Okay, by switch on off. So what I'm going to do is I may click the active template here. I may not need this one. I just need one template here. Okay, so this point, I just need this one here. So I will double click this switch, and then I set the vertical and the EOS11 becomes a 1. So if this is 1, it means that I will give the parametric constraint. I will set the LT. I will give a parametric later if it is switch you want it to switch on. If you want to switch on, okay, it should be become a 0. So now it's off. Okay, so I just said LT switch off here. Okay, because it's now should be off in if this 1. If this is 0, it means that it's on. Okay, so this one will be on. So is it work? I want to change the just give the parameters here. Okay, so I don't want it display here, so I may change to some template point becomes a DNC. DNC means do not construct. Okay, just do not construct as features. Okay, so this one is completed. So the next one here, I want to set up this here. So if you want this one on, I may first I just control back to parent component. I just click apply, and then I will go to the display rule. So display rule here, I may just delete. I will add a new rule set that if the LT switch on, it means that when the vertical of the LT switch and this point here, okay, your experiment is equal to 0. Okay, so I will select this as a rule and click okay, apply. Okay, so what happened if I set it as apply? If I go to the library, it's for go back to the library, it should be the default like this, because this is only exit if this point go to the 0. Okay, so if in the active it doesn't, in the original default template it is not displayed here. So I go back to active template here. Okay, now this fix. So about this one, okay, I should set something like this. If this one is on, okay, I should not have this display. So I will add one more rule. It means that if this LT switch, so it's called verge 5 meter LA is on, okay, and this one here, so if not this one on and not 0, okay, if not 0, then this one should be here. So I just click okay and apply. Okay, so inactively you should set this one is switch on, means this one if it is 0, it will on. So this one here, if it is not 0 and this one is not happen, it will on. Okay, so I just set this 2 here. So let's see what happened. I go back to active template and go to the parametric constraint. I got it off here. Okay, so now if you go to the library itself, it should be normal like this. So if I want this one off, okay, I want this one off, I should go to the library here and just change edit. I just try set this one as a 0. Okay. So it should be go back to this one's on. Okay, this is one thing I want to do here. So of course there's something we need to fix. So I go back to 1 first. One more thing I need to fix is EOSAA. This one point for the LT switch should be 0. So it should be on the same point, right? So if I just go back to the parametric constraint here, I just set one more times. So if I go, okay, default is like this. So if I try the parameters here, okay, just set is 0. So it should be back to this point here. And if I go to library, it should be like this. Okay, so it is how I do it for here. So of course, go back to the one. So I just go back to the one here. So this is the one thing I fix it for the left hand side. So I will fix it for the right hand side as well. So this is one I created. So it native, it will like this. So just try for the right hand side one more time. So I edit it. So 0, it will go to here. So library, it will be like this. This is what I create for the testing here. So I just save it and go back to the corridor. So in the corridor, the first thing, because you update the library, so I recommend you go back to here to right click and synchronize the library first. So it will be processing it. Okay. So after reprocessing it, we can add the switch on off. So if we want to set in 1700 and to 1900 to switch on off, we can do it like here. Okay. So I will first of all go to the function called parametric constraint. So in the parametric constraint, I will select the corridor again. So I will log to 1700, not to start, and go to 1900, not to start. Okay. So and accept it, and then I will let LT switch off, and then the constraint will be start 0. And then the stop value will be start 0 as well. So I just accept. So you will see this will be some change here about the constraint. So I do one more time for the right hand side, or even you can go to we call a corridor object. If you have the corridor object here, and then go to the parametric constraint here. So you can see here on off. So you may want to make a copy here, and then just paste. It is also possible. And then you can see whether you want to change it or you want to off it. Okay, it's also possible to change, or you can add the right hand side here. So I go to add a right hand side parametric constraint. I do one more times. Okay, 1700, 1900, and then I will change to right RT switch off, accept, and then 0 stop, and 0 stop as well. Then you may got some the change here, so it will change. Okay, based on the change of a template. So after the synchronize of the library, you may find some gap here. The reason is the change about the curve is not synced with it. That's why it's not synced with the name about the template here. So that's why it will sometimes we have a gap here. But this one here you do not have, because it is no transition here. So how can you fix it? So you can go back to the template library. Okay, and then make sure you're using edit one. Go to edit template. You can see here. If you check name here, okay, have a look. The name here is called rich 3.5. I copy this name, and then I will change it here, and make sure I can override it. So it will after we change it, it will got the same name, so it will connect together. So honestly, here the cut will do the same things. So we need to get the cut. We need to cut here as well. So override. So it will do the transition here as well. So this is why we need to do this. So this one will also need to change. So you can set that this one will follow here. You can have a look. I follow the reg 5 meters, and then I change here. I go back to here, override here, apply. So close and save it. Go back to library. It should be nothing changed, right? So I save one more times, close it, and go back to the template and sync again. So it will be processing, and then it will fill the gap back. So it is how it works here. How it works. So you can have a look. You can do the change here.